Oh, awesome top 20, buddy. How you doing, Mr. Kane Craft? Oh, glad to be here, buddy. I'm really excited about this race. Michigan, one of my favorite places. The last time we were here, how great was this race, buddy? Oh, man, and we're going to get to see this again. I am so excited. Everything will be ready to roll here in just a moment. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready for the old play-by-play, man. You know it's going to happen. And Kane, I'll let you get us kicked off this week, buddy. We're getting ready to go green here, guys, at Michigan. Glad to see that. You know, sometimes we get so anxious, Kane. Everybody gets to going a little too fast. They get going a little bit too strong, and next thing you know, they get out of the race before it gets going.
Just out of camera, we had this incident here with Ryan Manning and Ian Hahn and the 24 car of Jacob Harberts. Jacob Harberts being the only one to actually get through.
Lucky to get through that too, Kane. That could have been really bad.
Yeah, it seems to be something with Jacob Harberts is getting used to. He's been in incident about every one of these things.
Yeah, it's a track. You got a lot of room, and a lot of people don't realize that you can really almost stack 10 cars side by side, door to door, and you can fit them on this track. You don't realize that just looking at it, but you really can. But for some reason, when you're going near 200 mile an hour, Kane, it gets really congested in a hurry, and all it takes is the slightest wrong movement, and things can get out of hand in a hurry.
I want to apologize to the viewers for the first few minutes there. My mic button was on mute, so I got the race sound unmuted, but my mic was still muted. So imagine me saying all the coolest and right things, and that's what I was saying.
I'm telling you, Kane, you were rocking and rolling right there, and I heard you. That's all right, buddy. It's just glad it's fixed now, and man, we got to give a shout out to this beautiful coverage you're putting up there. Very clear picture, smooth. Everything looks really wonderful with the graphics here on our broadcast here from V8's Online, Kane, and we owe that to you, buddy. So The broadcast looks fantastic.
Ryan Luza out in front, getting a little bit of pressure there from Benjamin Burmeister. Benjamin's really been picking up speed here lately, and it's really been showing on the track. He's right there with Ryan. Ryan, of course, has got a lot of speed. We've seen him come in and have a great race a couple weeks ago. Even last week on the road course, he did really well.
Yeah, that's one thing I was saying. I bet a lot of these guys are happy to be back at this oval track after leaving the road course. If you guys missed the broadcast at Watkins Glen last week, do yourself a favor and go back and watch it. These guys were tremendous on the road course, but I know that a lot of them are happy to be back in a comforting setting like we have here at Michigan International Speedway. Kane, you know, these guys are oval racers, and even though they had a wonderful race last week, you know they're happy to be back at a track like Michigan. It's a comfort zone. And look at a guy like Mr. Burmeister up here in the front. I'm proud of him.
Not sure if you're seeing or not if your Trading Paints is updated, but Chris Overland in a new ride just got around Benjamin Burmeister. HD Radio Network for Chris Overland. Nice looking paint scheme for the
I should be
Chris
seeing
Overland
it.
vehicle.
I should be seeing it real soon, Kane. I've trying to update Trading Paints. I've been trying to fix that because, as you know, I always seem to have about 2 or 3 paints that won't quite upload, and the rest are always fine. But it's something that I'm trying to get fixed. And
Oh, we've got the 11 car around. That's Jordy Lopez Jr.
Oh no, scrub break for Jordy Lopez Jr. Let's get a race recall replay, Kane, and find out what has happened there. So the caution is out. I'm trying to hear what Jordy was saying. I actually hear Stephen Esney talking. I'm going to turn off the race chat. But I was hearing some from Stephen Esney. So let's take a race recall replay, find out what just happened there to Jordy Lopez Jr. For some reason, it's not going to show me. My camera won't go back that far. That's interesting.
Oh, it looks like Steve Esney got into him there, and a little bit of net code as well as just blatant contact. Really just sent him around. So a tough break for Jordy Lopez Jr.
Yeah, I was trying to get a replay, Kane, and for some reason, it just wouldn't let me go back.
Everybody's heading down pit road. It's everybody. There is one car staying out back there to get the wave around. That's going to be the 20 car of Kyle Crump staying out.
And Kane, that's it makes it really tough when pit road is this congested. It's hard to get in and out of those boxes. Guys get into each other unintentionally, of course, but it's always really, really scary when you have guys in pit road. It can get scary in a heartbeat, as you already know that.
Yeah, race off pit road was uneventful. Ryan Luza they come out the same way they went in. Ryan Luza, Chris Overland, Benjamin Burmeister, Casey Tucker, Justin Bolton, just the way they went in.
So yeah, right now Jesse Atchison out front in the number 12 machine, and Kane, I'll test my paints right now. Actually, no, I won't. I'm going to try to refresh them one more time, and then I'll test them out and see if we got them just right here. But just lap 12 right now, guys, and a lot of racing left to be done here, Kane.
Yeah, definitely 100 laps here tonight. This is going to be a little bit longer race than what we've been having, but here at Michigan, they do tick by pretty quick when we have good green flag laps.
Oh yeah, Chris Overland does have a new paint, buddy, and it looks really good. Is that the HDRN, HD Radio Network?
That is right.
Oh, that Menard Chevy is absolutely beautiful. If you can get really close in on the car, I love the Superman logo he has on the side there. Pretty cool. It's kind of small though. You have to get really close to see it. You have to have just the right camera angle. But I'm Chris Overland right now in second place, or listed in second place at the moment. Awesome job. Casey Tucker now sitting just 2 cars back. Benjamin Burmeister up there in third. You got a lot of guys starting to head up towards the front. Justin Bolton, Greg McKinney, Patrick Crabtree, your points leader, Corey Vincent, and Stephen Esney, all up near the front here. And it's going to be fun to see. These guys will be restarting, Kane. I'm checking right now on the pace car to see if we are going to have 2 more to go. I'm assuming surely there won't be 3 more to go. So lights are still on, unfortunately, on the pace car. But that should change once we come by as the cars head down the backstretch here at the beautiful Michigan International Speedway.
Right along with Benjamin Burmeister on this caution. Ben's out already saving fuel. Noticing him turning the engine on just for a minute, giving it a little gas to keep the car going, and then shuts it off.
Yeah, I'm glad you noticed that, Kane. That's actually something that I'm glad you pointed out. Every little bit you can save it pays off tremendously. And these guys are no exception. They do this all the time. The best drivers are so good at saving fuel at any opportunity they can. And this is a hard track to save fuel. So if you're on a caution and you have an opportunity to cut it off, save just the tiniest bit of gas, a lot of viewers that may not know about saving fuel go, well, Kane or JD, how can that save that much fuel? You're already on a caution. You're only traveling at an average speed of about 63, 64 miles per hour. And it actually saves a lot more than you would think. If that can squeeze out an extra 3 laps at the end of the race, that may be between winning a race or running out of fuel and possibly falling back into the 30s. So, I mean, that is a huge difference when you look at it like that.
Yeah, JD, you're right. The saving of the fuel, it don't take a whole lot. Just like what Ben was doing there was perfect. He was saving nearly the entire lap of fuel.
Yeah, and that makes a big difference. Well, everything's muted on my end over here. Hopefully you can hear me just fine, buddy. Maybe it's a little better for you as I'm looking at these guys in the top 10.
Yeah, not sure where that feedback's coming from, but we'll just have to live with it.
Is it still there right now, buddy?
It's not as bad.
Okay.
Yep, I'm not hearing myself at all now, so that's good.
Okay, so it's a lot better?
Yep, we're good.
Good, okay. I was worried there for a minute. I was like, all right, I hope we're not getting feedback bad. I am muted. Or any speakers I have are muted, so. Strictly headset, buddy. I love being at the track here. All right, guys, keep your eyes on pace car here. We are 1 to go. We're fixing to go green. All eyes on the pace car. Ryan Michael Luza now will take us green as here we go. Lap 15 will start now. It's a great start for the number 1 Toyota Camry. Side by side now, it's Chris Overland and Benjamin Burmeister. The battle for second is on. Down there on the inside, Benjamin Burmeister should have the advantage and shall take the position. He is right on leader Ryan Michael Luza as they head out of turn 2 onto the backstretch. It's a great stretch of momentum from Ryan Michael Luza. Beautiful start there from Ryan Michael Luza. That's a tough restart if you're not careful. Easy to spin the tires at a track like this, Kane. You just don't realize it. When you get up to speed that quick, it's so easy to spin tires. Beautiful restart. Great 3-car battle going on right now. It starts with Casey Tucker. Right behind him, it is Justin Bolton. And now Justin Bolton has made the pass on Casey Tucker. Kane, I take that back. The number 2 bestwestern.com Chevrolet pulled into the 4th position and passes Casey Tucker for position right behind Casey. It is Patrick Crabtree, the current points leader, and here he is in 6th place. Don't you know he would love to get up in that top 5. In the DX Racer Ford Fusion as well. Good looking paint there on Patrick Crabtree's number 6 machine tonight, that Ford Fusion racing hard. We go back one more position and you're gonna find the number 15 machine of Jordy Lopez Jr. And Kane, nice rebound for Jordy.
Yeah, something was up with my thing. That's not the car that I seen in the instant earlier of Jordy Lopez, so I'm not sure who all was involved in the accident earlier. It wasn't Jordy Lopez Jr. I don't think. Maybe he was one of the cars, I'm not sure, but the car that I had seen was the M&M's car. Unless my paint just updated.
All right. Boy, this is entertaining at best, Kane. I'm telling you, already on lap number 18. Guys really using that high line here at Michigan.
JD Tyler Hill's back in 23rd place. Not sure what happened to him. Malik Ray back in 22nd. Jesse Atchison in 21st. So some issues right off the bat for these guys, but I'm not worried. I do think guys like Tyler Hill, Shane Miller, Malik Ray, Jordan Worth, these guys will be coming up through the field. I've got no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Back up front, Benjamin Burmeister getting around Ryan Luza, taking over the number 1 spot. Chris Overland's going to put his nose in there as well. Chris gets the job done. That's going to make the running order. Benjamin Burmeister up in front, Chris Overland in 2nd, Ryan Luza in 3rd, Justin Bolton back in 4th.
Kane, a beautiful job by that Menard Chevy. Oh, that was very nice. Right past Ryan Michael Luza, Chris Overland made the move to jump into 2nd place. That was a beautiful pass. We saw Ryan Luza come out to make a move. Now Timu Ivinen looks like he's going to try to make a move. He wants to try to get into this top 10, Kane. He's on the inside of Stephen Esney, side-by-side racing going on right here between these two cars as they make the run down towards the start-finish line. Stephen Esney comes inches from the wall, and it will be Timu Ivinen who will make the clean pass and make his way into the top 10. Oh, and I am a little bit behind there. Sorry about that, buddy. It happens to the best of us, I swear.
That is pretty common, although the battle you was calling was the exact battle that Steve Esney had going on with Alan Bose at the time, and so it ended up working out. You were actually calling perfect play-by-play.
This is another good battle right now. The number 16 machine of Thomas Davis. Well, as I say that, he falls back and succeeds the position. But Stephen Esney right now in all kind of battles left and right. He was with Corey Vincent, and of course, as you mentioned, Kane with Alan Bose. So Stephen Esney falling back a little bit as he keeps getting in tight battles. There's a good battle behind him with David Rattler. He's trying to get in the draft of the number 16 AMP Energy Chevy SS. That is Thomas Davis. Now the number 14 going to make a move down on the inside. That's going to be Shane Darty. And Shane Darty is down on the inside. Looks like he'll get David Rattler, no problem. Beautiful pass by the Boyne Chevy SS. Good job there by the 14 car. Back up towards the front, Kane. It is Benjamin Burmeister enjoying the lead here on lap 23. He has Chris Overland back in 2nd in the Menard Chevy, and one more back. It is. Oh, we got right on the draft there. The number 8 car's trying to get all the momentum he can off the 23 using the draft. He's going to come down on the inside, see if he can get the momentum to pass, but the problem is once that HDRN Menard Chevy gets out in the open air, Kane, it's like hitting a wall of air, and you literally can watch it slow that Chevy down. And actually right now, I'm very, very impressed with how Benjamin Burmeister's Ford Fusion is doing out in front of clean air. It really looks good. Well, guys, I'm going to run through the top 5 real quick, or top 10, excuse me. First place, Benjamin Burmeister. Chris Overland is in second in the HDRN Chevy, and it's not a Menard Chevy. I apologize anymore. Now the paint just updated to the brand new HDRN paint. It's beautiful. One more back, it is Ryan Michael Luza. Justin Bolton back and forth. Casey Tucker rounds out our top 5. Back in 6th place, it is Jordy Lopez Jr., Patrick Crabtree in 7th, Nicholas Morris in 8th, Greg McKinney in 9th, and rounding out our top 10 in the Sim Room Chevy, it is Timu Ivinen. Kane, a fantastic job. Look who's up in the top 10. It is the number 29 machine in the marketing, or let's just call it the Mad Wire Chevy SS. Nicholas Morris, haven't seen him. Oh, he just taps the wall, Kane, on the exit there. He nicked it. He's going to come down right in front of the 21 car. The 21 cars of Greg McKinney's going to try to make a move on the high side. He's right there up by the wall, almost taps the safer barrier. I mean, these guys are using the high line. They are so close to that safer barrier that some of the guys are actually making contact. Now, over the course of this race, that could really start to knock the toe and mess with the handling in these cars. I've seen several of them tap the wall.
Let's take a look back at the back of the pack where we've got Malik Ray, Brandon Coppinger, Jacob Harbert, Shane Miller, Tyler Hill. A lot of these guys back here clear at the back, so Malik Ray making some progress though, up to 19th. Justin Bolton up in 3rd now. Ryan Luza's fallen back a place back there to 4th. Casey Tucker still in 5th. Justin Bolton's seeming pretty racy today. He's got good pace. Gonna keep an eye on him for a minute and see if he's got anything for Chris Overland there in the 2nd spot.
It should be coming through.
We got you.
Boy, I will never know why that does that, but I'm learning. Sometimes it just cuts out, buddy. One day I'll figure it out. But what I was saying is that I was saying Ryan Luza, he may get Justin Bolton before Justin Bolton catches up to catch Chris Overland, so we'll keep an eye on that. Ryan Luza right now has a really good chance at getting around Justin Bolton. He's just got to wait for the right opportunity to get around Justin. It's a tough guy to pass. You guys know that. Justin Bolton, one of the best in the series, and here he is in 3rd place, holding it down, looking really good. I'll tell you what, the driver to watch right now, Kane, is going to be this number 8 machine, Chris Overland. He's doing just right. He's not pushing too hard, but he keeps inching closer and closer to Benjamin Burmeister. Look for Chris Overland to get out in the lead.
Yeah, Chris is playing his cards perfectly. He's staying right there in the draft, keeping up with Benjamin Burmeister, not letting him run away. And he knows that they're only on lap 31. There's a lot of laps left to go.
Kane, great action going on right now with Corey Vincent in the number 7 Astro Chevy. He has just made a move around our points leader, Patrick Crabtree, and moved up another position. Beautiful move there by the number 7 machine, Corey Vincent, a guy that has been no stranger to the top 10 in the past few weeks. Take that back, Kane. He's been no stranger to the top 5.
Yeah, definitely. Corey Vincent coming off of a win just a couple weeks ago. So he had his first win of the season back 2 weeks ago. So definitely much improved in the last few weeks.
Watch Nicholas Morse right here, Kane. Sorry, I was getting excited. He was starting to make a move on Jordy Lopez Jr. Almost made a little bump and run type move on him, and decides better of it. Decides it's still pretty early. Boy, 100 laps, Kane. We still got a good ways to go in this race. So it's still anybody's race when you look at it. I mean, a lot of things can happen in this race. You don't want to get too racy too early. Believe it or not, tires do play a part here at Michigan. Side-by-side racing right now on the inside of Jordy Lopez Jr. That is the car of Nicholas Morse, and he'll complete that pass. Good job by Nick Morse. How about the number 21 machine, Kane? That's Greg McKinney. Can he get around Jordy? He's going to try the bottom line down here and see if he can get it. It's going to be tough for the LiftMaster Chevy, but if he can get it, he can. Oh man, he's going to try it. Still side by side as we head 2, 3, and 4 as they head down towards the start-finish line. Will the LiftMaster get the push from Corey Vincent? Will it be enough? And it's going to be close as they get ready. Good job. Nick Morse moves up into 6, and that is a nice job by the push from Corey Vincent for the number 21 machine of Greg McKinney to get up in 7th.
Yeah, Nick Morse in the number 29 car seems to be driving away from that group back there. Of course, they were battling pretty hard. That tends to slow you down a little bit, but Nick Morse tended to be pulling away there. But now Greg McKinney's starting to reel him in.
Boy, great side-by-side battle. Unfortunately, Jordy Lopez Jr. going the wrong way. Alan Bose now down on the inside. They were door-to-door. Jordy Lopez loses 2 spots there. He just saw Corey Vincent drive by, and then Alan Bose. So Jordy Lopez Jr. falls back to 10th place. He's in danger of falling out of the top 10 if Patrick Crabtree gets around him in the DX Racer.
Dave Rattler now to the inside of Steve Esney. These guys are going to go, well, Dave Rattler got around him pretty quick.
Not for long. Look at Malik Ray coming up, Kane. And I don't know if Malik's running the same scheme on your screen as mine. I see him in the M&M's Toyota Camry.
That's Malik.
Yeah, a little Kyle Busch scheme, and I like that because I know you're a Kyle Busch fan there, Kane.
Now that is the car that was involved in the accident earlier, so he's done well to get through the field, get back up into 15th, because back earlier when I thought it was Jordy, it was actually Malik Ray who got spun around there by Steve Esney, so he's done good to get caught back up.
Beautiful. Right now, good 2-car battle between Jordan Worth and Shane Miller. Now, Shane Miller going to move down to the inside of Jordan, and it's going to be a nice pass, textbook move by the number 27 car. That's Shane Miller moving up into the top 20. Good job, Shane. And for those of you looking on, Shane Miller is in that green and black machine. Looking good, that Chevy, the 27 car. Of course, Jordan Worth in the number 17 WingQuest Chevy. And he's trying to get that position back, Kane. He doesn't like losing that one.
Yeah, going back to Malik Ray in the Kyle Busch scheme. Malik is, he does remind me of Kyle Busch. You know, a couple weeks ago we seen him come back from 3 laps down to win the race. So definitely some attributes there that can remind you of Kyle Busch.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Man, what a 3-car battle for 3rd place. Chris Overland, Justin Bolton, and Casey Tucker. Now a little space between them, but those 3 were bumper to bumper to bumper, and it was just awesome. Kane, I want to bring out some news I heard in real world racing. The backstretch just reminded it of me. I noticed the 3Ms on the back wall, and as most of the viewers and you know, I'm a huge Jeff Gordon fan. It was announced this week that 3M, the current primary sponsor of Greg Biffle's number 16 Roush Fenway Racing Ford, is going to be one of the primary sponsors for Jeff Gordon and Hendrick Motorsports 24 car next season. So big news there for the number 24 machine. You'll be seeing him in the 3M car for at least 11 races next season.
That's good news. I did hear some bad news for one of the drivers that I like to watch whenever I can, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Some bad news about his sponsor.
Now, I haven't heard this, Kane. Fill me in. I don't like to hear bad news about Junior.
Yeah, from what I understand, National Guard's going to pull out as sponsor on the Dale Earnhardt Jr. car.
Really? And that makes no sense because Junior's having one of the best seasons I can remember him having in years.
Yeah, I would assume if I'm correct on that it would be more about money than performance.
I understand that. I mean, Junior is not going to have a hard time getting sponsors after this season. Just hate that he's losing a great sponsor like the National Guard just for what they represent. And Junior's kind of America's race car driver, and it just was fitting to see him in the National Guard car. As long as he doesn't lose the Mountain Dew ride, I'm cool, man. I love seeing him in the Mountain Dew ride when he's able to get in it. Tell you what, Ryan Michael Luza has taken the lead, Kane, and he is almost at a second over Benjamin Burmeister. Beautiful job there by the number 1 Toyota Camry of Ryan Luza, and he is in the lead. So
tell you what, JD, we had to have missed something big. Something big must have happened there with Benjamin Burmeister for Ryan to not only get ahead just in the last few laps since we checked on him, but he's running away with it.
Yes, I don't know. I watched it, and then I got to talking, and I looked at a couple cars back. Literally within 2 laps, he had went from being in second place to over a second ahead of the former leader Benjamin Burmeister. So we'll keep an eye on that. Also, I'm watching Malik Ray, Kane, and I have some concerns. Malik Ray has come from the back of the field. The problem is that M&M's Toyota Camry is blinking in and out pretty bad. I mean, I've seen worse, but it is concerning as he's trying to get around the number 21 car, the LiftMaster Chevy of Greg McKinney. Makes me worry because netcode incidents can happen, and since we've seen that car already in one netcode incident, chances are we may see it again. Checking in on David Rattler, Kane. He's all by himself at the moment, but he had a great drive going. He did get passed by Thomas Davis in this Amp Energy Chevrolet in the number 16 machine, and he's also got the National Guard on his car. The number 16, Thomas Davis, moving up nicely. He's just outside of that top 10, and Alan Bowes needs to be worried because here comes a strong driver in Thomas Davis, and we got some cars doing some green flag stops, Kane. Let's look. It's going to be Nick Morse heading down pit road, Greg McKinney heading down pit road as well, and then right behind him, David Rattler decides to go ahead and head in towards the pits. So keep your eyes open, guys. Jacob Harbert's now green flag stops all around. So it's that time, buddy. We've stayed green, and as these are big green flag stops in the works, and this is how the field really gets shaken up.
Now, we do know of all the cars out there, we know for sure that Benjamin Burmeister saved a little fuel. He might try to go a little bit longer than everyone else, and I don't know. We're just going to have to watch and see how that plays out for Burmeister.
Looks like a good pit stop by the number 29 machine, Nick Morris. He's back down on track. And as he comes out, Nicholas Morse comes around him. So we'll kind of keep an eye on him and see how he compares to the guys in front of him. When he went in the pits, I believe he was in the 7th position. Shane Miller has a great battle going on with Steven Esney. It's not for position, but what a good battle it is. Steven Esney actually in the number 5 machine is going to make the pass. And I believe Steven Esney has taken his pit, Kane, because he's a lap down. And those have got to be new tires because he is really flying. All right, guys, big pit stops. And we got our leader, our former leader, Benjamin Burmeister, Casey Tucker, and Corey Vincent all heading down pit road. And Kane will keep us up to date with what's going on in the pits as you got that awesome pit overlay. Also, Ryan Luza in the pits as well, Kane. This is a big pit stop.
Ryan loses away. 14.8 seconds. Benjamin Burmeister 14.9 seconds. That's going to put Ryan Luza back out with about the same lead that he had going in.
Oh, we about had a wreck, Kane. Number 23 car, Benjamin Burmeister, Casey Tucker, door-to-door, 3 wide as Nick Morris comes around. And it's a race door-to-door between Casey Tucker and number 23, Benjamin Burmeister. Justin Bolton's going to make it 3 wide, and we got a 3-way battle here as these guys rejoin the track. Also, Corey Vincent coming into the action. Down on it, we could be 4 wide, and we enter the turn. No, we're not going to be because these guys out front are rocking it. That's Justin Bolton door-to-door with Casey Tucker, and Duval Designs Ford Fusion wins it to the line. And Casey Tucker, a great job exiting pit road. He actually came out behind these guys and passed them on the exit. He left that apron, immediately went to the road and just stood on it. And then look at that, the momentum allowed him to really break away. He's ahead of Justin Bolton by 3-4 car lengths. I don't know what adjustments that he just made to that car, but it is definitely paying off. He is running down the number 29 machine of Nick Morris.
Yeah, Burmeister to the inside of Bolton's going to get around him pretty easy. Corey Vincent's going to try to get his nose in there and get around him as well. It's going to be a little tougher for Vincent, but he is going to get it done.
Oh, he's going to come up a scary move to the top there. Just enough room there. That had to be a little bit shaky there if you're Justin Bolton watching that 7 car come up the track like that. But it does work just fine, but a good job by Corey Vincent there.
Couple drivers still out on the track. Shane Miller's getting a few laps in the lead there. Tyler Hill in second place for the moment. Ian Hahn back in third, and Jesse Atchison in fourth. These guys still yet to pit. We should see them come down any minute.
Cool paint out there for Ian Hahn. He's in third right now, but just a neat paint. The Phoenix Warehouse Chevy SS, the number 22 machine. Cool paint. All right, Shane Miller is on pit road, so he will not be the leader anymore. That'll put Tyler Hill in the lead for now in the Timmy Hill Motorsports Chevy. So it's good to see Mr. Tyler Hill out there at least getting one lead lap from pit strategy.
My overlays are freaking out on me.
Uh-oh.
So there's no wonder that I was confusing cars a little bit ago. I just clicked on Shane Miller and it took me to Ryan Luza.
Oh, things that happen. I will say this, Kane. Once the pits cycle out, that'll be Tyler Hill, Ian Hahn, and Jesse Atchison make their pit stops. Ryan Luza is the leader, and he's got a nice size lead over second place driver, or will be second place driver, Chris Overland. So right now, Ryan Luza had a wonderful stop in and out of the pits, getting back out, and it's paid off nicely. He has a good 2 to 3 second lead over Chris Overland at the moment. So barring no caution, this is really big advantage for Ryan Luza. Now Casey Tucker has been, since pit stops, to me, has been probably one of the fastest cars out on this track, Kane. He's out in 6th place at the moment. Now that'll be 3rd once the pit stops do cycle out. But he is really, really running down Chris Overland. He's got a little ways to go, but he's got a little bit of push now from Benjamin Burmeister and Corey Vincent. This car's going to work like a little pack of cars. And oh, wait a minute. Here comes Benjamin Burmeister down on the inside of Casey Tucker. And Benjamin Burmeister in the number 23 Ford Fusion to get down. Now Corey Vincent going to try to chew both of them up. He already gets the 4 car. Can he get Benjamin? No. But a good pass by Corey Vincent to get around Casey Tucker.
Thought Nick Morris was going to come in there and try as well. Casey Tucker going back here. Lost 2 positions just in a matter of minutes. Now Nick Morris is on the bumper. Looking like he might try to make a move as well.
Benjamin Burmeister in the My Lucky Dog Ford Fusion. That's what it is. Oh, I had to get up a close camera and find out what that said on the paw print. I was curious. My Lucky Dog.
Interesting.
Kane, these cars are flying. I don't know if you guys that are watching the broadcast realize how fast these guys go. I mean, they are flying. average speed around this track is over 185 miles an hour. It's just extremely top speeds get all the way up to 205, 206. Ian Hahn is the leader right now, Kane, and he's slowing down right now to head down pit road, but he's driving really slow. Did he run out of fuel? He ran out of fuel, Kane. Ian Hahn, the leader, is out of fuel. He stayed out a little too long.
One lap too long for Ian Hahn. He was coasting around, staying out. It has cost him more than he would have ever gained.
Kane, I don't know if he's going to make it to his pit stall. It's going to be tough. He may make it.
Tell you what, Malik Ray is still on a charge to the front. He's in ninth now. It's broken to the top 10, and he's running down Greg McKinney.
I think this is one of the times that Ian Hahn is really happy to have a stall that's not a pole pit stall, as he has made it successfully to his stall. So no worries for the 22. He loses a ton of time, but still in this race. Now he needs a caution or two.
Yeah,
Problem is, these guys aren't going to give it to him. They are driving awesome out there.
That's right. Yeah, he is in the lucky dog position. So if a caution does come out, he could be right back in this thing. But if they're not, as good as these guys are driving tonight, he may not get a caution. That mistake could be very, very costly.
Man, I can't get over pole sitter Ryan Michael Luza, over 3 seconds in the lead right now. And when you're out there by yourself, we've already seen that his Toyota Camry is just beautiful in clean air. He's got no traffic around him right now, Kane. He's out there running quality laps.
He is. Ever since we've seen the return of Ryan Luza, he has just been on top of his game. He's come back with a vengeance. He's just been, I want to say he's come back better than he's ever been. Just fantastic.
Yeah, whatever he did when he went away, he worked on something or whatever it was, it's paid off nicely. Tell you what, Malik
sometimes
Ray,
it can just be about getting that enjoyment back. Take just a little break off enough to get away from that feeling that feels like you're just wore down and wore out from it, and you come back and you can enjoy it a lot more. And the more you enjoy it, the better you can be.
That's it, man. Just like in baseball or in other sports, and some guys get traded, and once they get traded, they go out of a slump they've been in for several years and turn into an amazing athlete. And it's just that change of scenery and that time off that helps. But I'm worried right now about the number 11 car, Malik Ray. He has phenomenal lap times, but the problem is his car is continuously blinking in and out, and it's getting worse. Right now, he is in 9th place, Kane, in the M&M's Toyota Camry. His last lap time was a 38.8, and I was comparing that with our leader, Ryan Michael Luza, a 38.8 to our leader, Ryan Luza, at a 38.6 on their last lap. So only 2 tenths different, about 2.5 tenths difference between the two drivers. Not too bad right now if you're Malik Ray.
David Rattler now to the inside of Jordan Worth. Going to get past him without any problems. Jordan Worth looks like he might try it to go under.
Yeah, he's going to try the rebound, Kane, and he's going to try it. I thought the momentum had died, but he is actually continuing to move forward. The Wingquest Chevy going to try a move down on the inside line, and he's not going to get it. That Ting Ford Fusion up top. Wait a minute, and there it is. Wingquest down on the inside. That's Jordan Worth, ladies and gentlemen, going to get the retake on the position. Will it stick? It will for now. Beautiful pass there by Jordan Worth to get back ahead of David Rattler. These two, I got a feeling, will not end this battle right now. I believe this battle will continue for quite some time. Now, Kane, a car of two that's kind of fallen back a little bit in position is the number 5 Scrabble machine of Stephen Esney. He's back in 13th. And also point leader Patrick Crabtree in the DX Racer Ford Fusion is back in 14th. Both of those. Oh, and Steve Esney has turned sideways, and that's going to bring out the caution. what a save from Stephen Esney to keep it out of the wall. A professional save, and that is going to save Stephen Esney's race. The tire, he went in just a little too hot, Kane. The car got loose. Let's bring out the race recall replay and find out what brought out our caution here at lap 60. What a turn right there by Stephen Esney. Save that bad boy. You see him right here, guys, on the race recall replay, coming out of turn 4. He is really pushing it. The back just steps out on him a little bit, and as it spins around, he does a phenomenal job of saving it, because he could have went in and hit that inside wall hard. Beautiful save by the Scrabble machine. But that's good news. That's going to give our Get Dirty MX lucky dog to the number 22 Phoenix Chevy of Ian Hahn. So he'll get one of those 2 laps back, Kane, and that's something that's really going to bring a smile on the face of Ian Hahn. What you thinking about that, buddy?
Yeah, he's definitely going to be the lucky dog winner. He's going to get one of those laps back, but yeah, it's going to put him at the back of this field with 38 laps. Well, by the time we go green, 35 laps or so. It's going to be tough to make up a lot of time. Yeah, I don't know if he'll make up enough time to get back up there where he would have been, but definitely a costly mistake that he'll get one of the laps back. He'll still be a lap down.
Guys are coming down pit road, Kane, the leaders, all of them. So a lot of takers heading down pit road. The majority of the drivers coming down.
Yeah, this will be the last trip down pit road unless we happen to get caution real late in. The guys might come back in for a fresh set of tires. Maybe.
Yeah, I'd only see the rear of the field doing that. This is a big, crucial pit stop, and the race off pit road will be crucial. Rights went on no problem for our pole sitter Ryan Luza. Left's down, and he spins the tires. He's out of his box. Beautiful stop. He'll win the... Oh, a close race off pit road for second, and that was really close between Benjamin Burmeister and Corey Vincent, and actually looks like Chris Overland lost a position. Looks like he'll be 4th. So a beautiful stop there by Corey Vincent, who gained a spot in pit road. That's a big gain spot, and I'll tell you why. Corey Vincent was sitting in 4th. That would have him starting on the outside of row 2, Kane. With him beating Chris Overland off pit road, it's only one position, but what that does is that moves him to the inside of row 2, and that's a lot better place to restart than on the outside. Little things like that make a big difference in a race like this.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt about that.
And Ryan Michael Luzo should restart in the lead if Jesse Atchison, Kyle Crump, and Sasha Wessler choose to go down pit road, which I assume they will, and they do. Oh, wait a minute. And whoa, Kyle Crump decides against it. How about that, Kate? Now, Kyle Crump is 4 laps down, so he'll get a wave around and get one of those laps back.
Yeah, I imagine Kyle's just staying out for that reason exactly, to get one of those laps back. He was involved in one of the very first incidents that cost him a lot of time, got him some damage that he had to get repaired.
And I love guys that never give up like that. A lot of guys, if they're out 4 or 5 laps, they'll take it to the garage and call it a weekend. Not Kyle Crump. This guy is he's a fighter, and he's staying in here, and I like it. Kyle Crump, that's him in the number 25 star Chevy SS. Beautiful job there for him fighting, man. You got to give him all the credit in the world.
Yeah, this broadcast race that we broadcast here on Wednesday night is not the only race that these guys race each week here in the NASCAR iRacing series, in the Open Series. They've got 2 other races that they compete in throughout the week. We only broadcast the very first one of the week, so these guys will stay out. There's a lot of times if they get damaged like this, and they'll finish the race and get some practice, because that practice will be very crucial for those other 2 races.
so much, so beneficial to these guys. Well, it's lap 64 right now of 100, Kane, and it's been a phenomenal race so far. We've already seen one round of green pit stops, and that will be all we'll see because these guys should be able to make it to the end on fuel no problem, and that will be fun to watch. And we should see Kyle Crump get his wave around here, you would imagine, because we should be getting the one to go. And that's exactly what we're going to see. Kyle Crump is going to get his wave around. As he makes his way around the track, the rest of the guys will get double file as the lights on the pace car turn off as we got the one to go, Kane. When we restart, it will be 66, or we'll be on the 62nd, I can't say it, 66th lap of the race. And time is crucial. Track positioning is starting to become ever so more important. And Ryan Luza is starting to look like the guy to beat out there. What you thinking, buddy?
I'm just patiently awaiting this restart. Ryan Michael Luza, Benjamin Burmeister, Corey Vincent, Chris Overland, Justin Bolton up here at the front. This is going to be a great restart, and it's going to lead to a great finish to this race.
Absolutely, and keep an eye, guys, on Corey Vincent. Remember, he fought so hard to start on the inside, beating out Chris Overland in that row 2. Now, Chris Overland lost that spot, so he'll be starting on the high side. Something very important to watch on this restart, so keep your eyes peeled. Ryan Luza will take us green, Michigan, USA, baby. The iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car gets ready to head down towards pit road, and as we turn through or come through turn 4, the pace car turns left sharply. All eyes on Ryan Luza. He'll gun it right from the go. Green flag racing. Let's race to the end, baby. Keep an eye on Corey Vincent. Remember, down on that inside, will it pay off, or will the high line Ryan Luza shoot to the high side? That may help the high side out. It's going to be door-to-door between the two, and right now Chris Overland fighting hard as Ryan Luza rides away. It's a great battle between Corey Vincent and our number 8 machine of, and Corey Vincent is going to make the pass on Chris Overland for now. The inside will pay off. 23 car Benjamin Burmeister will slow down Corey Vincent as Corey looked like he was going to try to get into that second spot. All kind of cars are packed up. We're double wide back here. If we look at the Duval Designs Ford Fusion of our good friend there, excuse me, I apologize, of
Casey
I
Tucker?
couldn't get it out. Yeah, Casey Tucker. Dang, Casey, I'm sorry. He was battling with the 21 machine of Greg McKinney, and I was watching and couldn't get it out. Now the 11 car's right there in the action as well. That's Malik Ray, and as he's blinking in and out a little bit, it's kind of it was a scary moment. I couldn't get it in and I couldn't say my word. Still side by side right now. Casey Tucker down on the inside. And as he has a push from the 11 car Malik Ray, it's going to help him out tremendously. And Malik Ray is beginning to be one of the cars to really take into consideration who could win this thing, Kane. I know he's back in 8th place at the moment, but like you said earlier, this car just really dissected itself through the field. All between cars. He was coming in, around, high line, low line, and he has moved his way all the way up into this 8th position. It's only lap 68 of 100, and if he can get a good run going, who knows?
Patrick Crabtree, points leader, on his way up through the field as he gets around Greg McKinney. Looks like Greg's found, or not Greg, but Patrick has found a little bit of speed. He really seems to be doing well after this last set of pit stops. Another driver worth mentioning, Alan Bowes. He's had a few good races here lately. We haven't seen him a lot in previous races, at least not seen him up near the front. But here in the last few races, he's really been doing a lot better.
Kane, Ryan Luza is trying to run away with this thing again. He ran over 3 seconds earlier, but not so fast, my friend. The number 23 machine, the My Lucky Dog Ford Fusion, the 23 car, Benjamin Burmeister, not letting that happen. He is fighting as hard as he can to stay within that car length of Ryan Luza. This is really fun because how big would it be for Benjamin Burmeister to get up there, fight for this, and get a win out of this race today? Oh, that'd be huge. Also, don't forget Corey Vincent in that Astro Chevy, the number 7, is looking good. It's looked good all afternoon, especially the second half of this race. Now, Chris Overland fell back a spot, let Justin Bolton around him, but here he comes down on the inside. Chris Overland in the HDRN Chevy, gonna make a move. Beautiful job. A great textbook pass down on the inside line, and that is a great move right there by Chris Overland. Justin Bolton will fall one position, and he's going to have his hands full because Nicholas Morse in 6th position, and he's got to push from Casey Tucker, Kane. Fun little battle going on back here. This is the battle for 6th place. Casey Tucker is trying to get it.
I want to take a minute to remind viewers to make sure you click on that little sprocket down there on your YouTube. Crank it up to high definition. Some new hardware upgrades have really made this thing look a lot better. The broadcast is looking tremendous, and you're kind of missing out if you're not watching it in 720p.
Oh, speaking of 720p, here comes Ryan Michael Luzin to block. And then when he does that, Corey Vincent's going to try to make a run down on the inside. Can he make it happen? No, the door is shut down. Corey Vincent can't make the pass because Ryan Luzin blocked not one but two. Oh, man, Benjamin Burmeister had that pass done. He had the momentum but was shut down. And that is defensive driving at its best by the number 1 Camry driver, Ryan Luzin. The pole sitter will remain in the lead.
And he's starting to pull away again. Ryan Luzin must have made a little bobble, made a little mistake or something that got those two caught back up with him, because now he's concentrated, focused again, and now he's starting to pull away again.
Well, it's like an accordion effect, Kane. As soon as he does that, these two start to regain him. Right now, here comes Corey Vincent, is inching so close again, and in a minute he'll get close on him again, and he'll have another opportunity to make that pass. It literally is. It's like an accordion. Every time he gets out to a big lead, they kind of reel him back in, if you will. And it looks like they're going to do it again here, because here comes the number 7. He's getting another good push. And if he does, Corey Vincent will have an opportunity to pass. But what was so awesome about that was I thought Benjamin Burmeister had him passed once Ryan Luzin came up to make the block on Benjamin. Here come Corey Vincent down on the low side. I didn't think Ryan Luzin even saw him, and he came down and got him too. It was just brilliant driving by the number 1 Toyota. Boy, he is really holding down that car length lead between him and Corey Vincent. And Corey Vincent, I keep thinking he's going to inch up, and here he goes. He is really good through turns 3 and 4. But when we hit down towards 1 and 2, it's all Ryan Luzin. Good 3-car battle. Kane, he is officially caught back up. And let's see if he tries to make that move on the leader. It's going to be close. You see right here, Ryan Luzin is so good in 1 and 2. Let's see if he tries it in turns 3 and 4. Oh, back behind them, how about Justin Bolton and Casey Tucker? While I was watching the battle for the lead.
Nick Morrison's going to get in there too.
Oh yeah, down on the inside it is. It's going to be Nick Morrison. How about him getting around Justin Bolton, trying to get around Casey Tucker? Not going to happen, but still a great pass by Nick Morris. He'll get into 6th place.
Still want to throw another apology out there to Nick Morris. A couple weeks ago, and in our week off, we had a show. Nick Morris was a part of it. We accidentally got him out of the channel, couldn't get him back in, and big apology to Nick Morris. Still happy to see him racing, doing well. Hope he comes back and sees us and talks to us again.
I felt terrible, Kane, and Nick knows that I didn't mean to click him out. I did not mean to click him out of the interview, so hopefully we'll get another chance to chat with him soon.
Nicholas Morse having a great day today. Finds himself up in 6th. Putting on a great race there with Casey Tucker right up ahead.
Kane, caution is out. Let's see what's going on around the track to find out where this. It looks like Jordy Jordy Lopez Jr. maybe in the number 15 car.
Timu Evening involved also.
Oh, Jacob Harbert's involved as well. Tough break. Trying to see where the point of origin happened in this. It looks like Jordy Lopez Jr. in the number 15 machine obviously got his car turned a little sideways. I'm seeing if David Rattler may have tapped the back left quarter panel. It looks like that's what happened, Kane, or maybe he even hit the 14. No, just tap by David Rattler, just turned him. He really had a nice save. Unfortunately, as he tried to save it, he got into traffic and Good news for Jordy is the damage doesn't look that bad. He towed his car, so that's going to cost him some time. No, he didn't. It just popped out of the screen for a minute. So this is a big caution, Kane. On lap 78, and our leaders are coming down pit road again. So this should be the last pit stop of the day, don't you think?
Yeah, I would think so. They don't need any more fuel. They don't need any more tires. They're just pitting to get fresh tires. So this last run is epic. You know, just to make sure that they don't get passed up by someone else that decided to go get tires. So yeah, we're going to see a great run here for the finish. As close as those guys were getting to Ryan Luza, it's going to be good.
Race off pit road, and it's not going to be him. Tyler Hill wins the race off pit road. Can Corey Vincent might have beat Benjamin Burmeister off. Ryan Luza will be second. No, Benjamin Burmeister will be third off pit road, and then Corey Vincent. After him, looks like Shane Miller, then Chris Overland. So things are shaking up in the field as we see a gutsy move by Tyler Hill.
Go back and see what Tyler Hill did for his pit stop to get him in and out real quick. Did he just take some gas, or did he get some tires?
Maybe. Wow, Kane's looking at that and finding out what happened by the Timmy Hill Motorsports machine. That was a gutsy move if he only took gas only, because yeah, one of the fans or driver, actually Jesse Atchison, just said, we'll see if it pays off. Oh, he says he's watching NASCAR on NBC, and Timmy Hill is leading with 22 to go. No, he's just kidding. He says you're watching NASCAR on NBC, and I thought he was serious. Boy, we've seen gutsy calls like this work in the past, Kane. Anything ring a bell? Pocono, maybe?
Yeah, you know, I don't know if Tyler Hill's going to be that lucky. He's took 2 tires, but Ryan Luza right behind him took all 4. And so did Benjamin Burmeister and Corey Vincent. And there's still enough laps here that his track position was pretty bad. So to get up to the front, even if he gets passed by 4 or 5 guys, the track position that he gained off of the 2-tire stop may end up being worth it.
Yeah, he was 12th, I believe, going into pits, maybe, Kane? Was that where I saw him?
That sounds about right. I know he was pretty far back in the pack. He hasn't had the best day. We'll see if a 2-tire stop gets him up to the front. And he will get passed by several cars, and I know he's counting on that. So, but he may end up back in 6th or 7th, which is a pretty big gain from where he came in.
Well, yeah, it's like you said, it's a big gain. Even if he loses a couple positions, it still was worth it. Boy, went and did a view, or like an onboard view of the pace car, and it's weird hearing that Mustang engine versus these 900 horsepower beasts that are NASCAR Gen 6 cars. Thing sounds like a moped compared to these cars.
The lights are off on the pace car. They're going to let Kyle Crump go around and get one of his laps back. He's still going to be a lap down, but one less lap down than he was just a minute ago.
Absolutely right. And as we are one to go, let me just do a quick rundown of how this field's going to line up. In row 1, it will be Tyler Hill and Ryan Michael Luza. Row 2 will be Benjamin Burmeister, Corey Vincent. Row 3, Shane Miller, Chris Overland. In the 4th row, Malik Ray and Alan Bowes. In that row 5, Justin Bolton, Nicholas Morris. 11th will be David Rattler, Shane Doherty, and 12th. 13th, Patrick Crabtree. 14th, Greg McKinney. Stephen Esney in the 15th slot. 16th, Thomas Davis. Jordan Worth in the 17th position. 18th, Brandon Coppinger. Jesse Atchison in 19th, and rounding out the 20, Jordy Lopez Jr. Dwayne Vincent 21st, 22nd, Casey Tucker. Ian Hahn 23rd, back in 24th, Kyle Crump, and he is 2 laps down. Timu Ivinen out of the race. Jacob Harbert's out of the race. Sasha Wessler, Ethan Lane, Ryan Manning, and Taylor Hurst all out of the race. So that's where we are, guys, as we're getting ready to restart. As Kane mentioned, the lights are out on the pace car, heading through turns 3 and 4, getting ready to restart this bad boy. It's going to be one heck of a finish. Remember last time at Michigan, it's all going to start right here, right now. Pace car ducks down to the inside, all eyes on Tyler Hill. Let's go racing. We're green here at Michigan. Oh, and he gets loose, spins the tires, gets into Ryan Luza. We're going to get all bunched up. Corey, oh, we got cars wrecking everywhere. Nicholas Morris is going to come out. The caution will come out, and we're going to immediately need a race recall replay. What a restart. Our leader, Tyler Hill, spun the tires on the restart. It bunched up traffic, and like dominoes, we got bunched up, and unfortunately not the restart that we wanted. Oh, I hate to see that.
It did remind me of a race from the past. It reminded me of the race where we see Paul Kashiba not get tires and go out to the front and spun the tires, caused a big accident. So, yeah, we had the same thing happen again. A lot of times not taking the tires just don't quite pay off like you think it's going to.
I'll tell you who was smart on that was Justin Bolton. He went down in the grass on that. Now, unless it totally destroys his splitter, that was the right move. Because had he not do that, he may not have made it through.
Bringing up the race recall replay. Pace car is getting ready to jump in here, and we'll take a look at how this start went.
Exactly. As you're watching the restart here, the Timmy Hill Motorsports machine gets ready to gun it here right as the pace car comes down. He holds up for a second, spins the tires. When he does, he comes over and gets into Ryan Luza. That stacks up the number 8 car of Chris Overland right behind Corey Vincent. And once that happened, guys, it just bunches up everybody. Nick Morse comes up, Corey Vincent gets into him, and then Corey Vincent goes, then also Nick Morris goes. His car comes down across traffic. It's just a mess.
Yeah, lots of great drivers taken out by this incident.
David Rattler, the number 12 car involved as well. And he hit hard, Kane. I just went back and watched the 12 car. He had one of those nose first right into the inside barriers. That thing's worth watching again. Boom. Oh, man. So, tough break here. That happened on lap 82. It's lap 84 right now in yellow. Benjamin Burmeister, the official leader. How about this, Kane? Shane Miller in second. Malik Ray in third. Chris Overland in fourth. Justin Bolton fifth. Ryan Luza sixth. Tyler Hill 7th, Alan Bowes 8th, Patrick Crabtree 9th, Thomas Davis back in 10th. So we'll see how this, remember Ian Hahn who got down and ran out of gas came?
Yeah.
How about him in 11th, pal?
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting finish because a lot of the guys that have been doing so good all day long, a lot of the faster guys taken out by that little incident. Benjamin Burmeister managed to escape. Shane Miller, Malik Ray up in 3rd. Chris Overland escaped. I don't know how much damage he's got, if any, but he is up there in 4th.
Oh, Kane, I love it. Lap 85 is what we're on right now, guys, and we know we still have at least 2 to go before we head back green. So at the earliest, we'd restart with on lap 87 of 100. Still set up for a fantastic finish, Kane, but it really did, that last incident really shook up the field pretty good. I do want to take a minute to let you guys know that tonight's race, as Kane mentioned, is presented in high definition. Make sure you guys are watching it in HD. If you're not, go down and make the little adjustment there. You can always go down into settings and make sure it's on that 720 HD. Man, it is absolutely gorgeous, and it makes a huge difference. It really does. We want to let you know that that's brought to you tonight by Get 30 MX, and also Kane, we want to thank you as well, buddy. You're the one that does all the magic.
Yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do to try to stay current with technology, and boy, throwing some money at this thing made a huge difference in the appearance of the broadcast. It looks so much better.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous on screen, and I know the drivers really appreciate it. A fantastic run. I mean, we've had a lot of clean racing. I know in the last few minutes it's been kind of we'll just say yellow but it's been a fantastic run. It really has, and I can't wait to see how it's going to finish. Right now, Benjamin Burmeister has himself in a fantastic spot, but you still have to keep your eyes on that #1 Toyota, Ryan Michael Luza, the pole sitter here. He's been fast. He's had the car to beat all day long. He's only back there in 6th, and I believe he can get up there with a good start and get up and pass for the lead. Also, remember Malik Ray, Kane, you called it earlier, said he was coming up through this field. Here he is, the #11 M&M's Toyota Camry in 3rd place. He is definitely in position to win this thing. What about Shane Miller, a guy that was been in the back of the field all day long? He got up and led a lap right in the middle of green flag stops, and now he is falling all the way back in the 23, 24, and now he's in 2nd place. And then you have a guy that completely ran out of gas, and Ian Hahn went 2 laps down and used 2 lucky dogs to get back on the lead lap, and now has fought his way to the 11th position. Unbelievable things we're seeing around the track. Casey Tucker, guy been around the top 5 all day long, finds himself back in 13th right now. Just all kind of things happening around this track that you just wouldn't normally see. So it's a unique race, to say the least, and anything is still very, very possible. So I believe that anybody that's on this lead lap could win this race. Let's see if we get the 1 to go, guys. It looks like the lights are going to cut off on the pace car. The iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car is ready for 1 to go. So as the guys get the notification that we are 1 to go, they will get double file. And as we get ready, Kane, it's going to look like this. In row 1, it's going to be Benjamin Burmeister and Shane Miller. Row 2, it'll be Malik Ray and Chris Overland. Row 3, it'll be Justin Bolton and Ryan Michael Luza. Row 4, Tyler Hill, Alan Bowes. In row 5, it'll be Patrick Crabtree and Thomas Davis. In that 6th row, it's Ian Hahn and Dwayne Vincent. Row 7, it's going to be Casey Tucker and David Rattler. Row 8, Jordy Lopez Jr. and Shane Daughtry. Row 9, Brandon Coppinger and Kyle Crump. In that 10th row back there, it's going to be Stephen Esney and Corey Vincent. But unfortunately, Corey Vincent is off the track right now, Kane. So is Stephen Esney. So those guys are in the garage area at the moment, may not finish this race. They were listed to start in those spots, but as I got looking upon further review, I see that they are in the garage area.
Tell you what, JD, with Malik Ray getting up there into that, what is he at? The 3rd place? 2nd place?
3rd position, yeah.
He's definitely one to watch.
The 27 car better get up here in his spot. I don't know why he's hanging behind early side-by-side right now. We're getting ready to restart, and these guys aren't set up at all. Benjamin Burmeister, what is he doing?
Benjamin Burmeister,
he may have had a penalty. We're green, guys. Malik Ray is in the lead as Benjamin Burmeister went down pit road. He literally followed the pit car down pit road.
Yeah, Benjamin Burmeister must have had stop-and-go penalty. That's the only reason I can think of that he would have went down pit road God, that's crazy. Malik Ray in the lead, Shane Miller in 2nd, Chris Overland back in 3rd with Justin Bolton in 4th.
Oh, yeah, here comes the number 18 machine right now. That's Alan Bowes in the Miller Lite Ford Fusion. He's trying to make a move down on the inside of Justin Bolton's Best Western Chevy, and he's going to go door-to-door right now. Chris Overland going to go down pit road. Kane, what's going on? Chris Overland was in 3rd place, and he is headed down pit road.
Wow. Alan Bowes inherits 3rd place, so good luck to Alan Bowes. Justin Bolt back there in 4th. Still got Malik Ray out front, though.
Yeah, Malik Ray strong out front. He does have Shane Miller coming up, though. It'd be something else if Shane Miller could find his way around the M&M's Toyota Camry of Malik Ray. It's going to be close as both cars come out of turn 4. They're going to start lap 90 right here, guys. So we're going to be 11 laps to go here at Michigan International Speedway. Here we are side by side for the lead. The number 27 is Shane Miller, going to go for the lead. Door to door now is going to be Malik Ray on the high side. Can he get the momentum to pass the 27 to maintain the lead? Yes, he does. A beautiful run by Malik Ray in the M&M Pretzels Toyota Camry. It's going to hold it down for now. Remember, Malik's had a few problems with the internet connection. Right now, it looks very stable. And the 27 car of Shane Miller is hanging in there, buddy. He's only a car length behind. He's going to try to rebound this thing and get back in it. Go back just one position to Alan Bowes in 3rd place in the Miller Lite Ford Fusion. The number 18 is right there in 3rd. Justin Bolton back in 4th. And we go back one more car to the number 1 machine of Ryan Michael Luza. And his Toyota Camry is trying to get back up there. He's the pole sitter on the day. And guys, we're 10 to go.
Shane Miller is going to give it another try. He's going to go down low on Malik Ray. Whew, that was a bad angle. I thought for sure they were going to make contact.
Yeah, he's going to have to drop back and try again. Kane had a good run going, but didn't have the room to make the pass. So he's going to have to try to get right back up there on the tail. Here it is. He's going to try the high side. As they cross the start-finish line, they're going to go door-to-door right now. It doesn't look like he has the right angle to make the pass. In the meantime, watch the number 18 car of Alan Bowes. He's going to come into contention. He's still got some work to do. And now he touched the bumper. The 27 gets loose. He's going to make contact with the number 18 of Alan Bowes, and that slows down Alan. That's going to help Justin Bolton find 2nd, but that ultimately helps Malik Ray. We're 3 wide, as now the 18 and 27 going to make contact, and the 18 gets sideways for a second. A beautiful save by Alan Bowes. Now side by side it is the number 21 car and our pole sitter Ryan Luza. Ryan Luza now going to move into the 4th position. And what a race on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. It's lap 93 of 100, and this thing will be over before you know it. Yeah. Ryan Luza.
Shane Miller running a little extra aggressive now. He's really coming up on these guys' bumper
Okay,
awful
and here it is,
fast.
battle for the lead right now. Justin Bolton going to tap and go right down on the inside of Malik Ray. Justin Bolton, can he find the lead? We're side by side going into turn 3. Contact may be made between the two. They are door to door literally. And now down towards turn 4. If you'd imagine the last lap like this, it's going to be one heck of a race. Justin Bolton to the finish line. He'll officially lead lap 94. Or 93, it's lap 94 right now, and right now Justin Bolton the official leader, but Malik Ray's not going anywhere, guys. Also, the pole sitter, Ryan Michael Luza, coming up in 3rd, and he is right on Malik Ray's tail cane. This is the car to beat. Ryan Michael Luza going into 2nd place. He's going to find it, and this guy is on a tear. Can he get up there and catch Bolton? Oh, it's on. Here comes the number 1, Kane. He is on it. Justin Bolton is shaking. He sees the number 1 of Ryan Luza. He's coming up in a hurry. Beautiful exit out of the turn, though, from Justin Bolton. He's going to give it everything he has. It's lap 95 of 100, guys. This thing is going to be over. Don't blink. And this thing could be over at any moment. Number 1 car, Ryan Luza. It's a Camry versus a Chevy for the lead. Back in 3rd, it is the Camry of Malik Ray. He's not out of it yet. Side by
Shane
side,
Miller
look
in
at
trouble.
The 16 car. Thomas Davis finds the 4th place position, gets right in front of Patrick Crabtree. Wow.
Patrick Crabtree now to the inside. Our points leaders wanting a couple extra positions here to finish this thing out. He's going to come right to the inside of Thomas Davis.
Thomas Davis not going to let that happen. The AMP machine gets back up into 4th position. Thomas Davis holds it down for now. Back up, checking in on our leader. It's going to be Justin Bolton for the moment. Lap 96, guys. Whew. They're coming up on lap traffic, Kane. That's Jordy Lopez Jr. And this could be big news right now for Ryan Luza. He is in perfect position to make this thing happen. It's lap 97 of 100, and he is right there. Whew. It's going to happen, I'm telling you right now. We're going to have a side-by-side photo finish here at Michigan, guys. Only 2.5 laps remaining here at the Michigan International Speedway. Justin Bolton out in the lead. The problem is they're on lap traffic. It's Justin Bolton in the lead. He's got Jordy Lopez Jr. right in front of him. And while Jordy knows to get out of the way, what's going to happen? And Justin Bolton's going to go down to the inside. Ryan Luza's going to fall. He's right there. Is he going to come up and try for the lead? We're going to find out. Here comes down on the move on the inside. The time is now for Ryan Luza. Can he do it? No. Justin Bolton with a beautiful job to hold the lead. They were side by side for about 2 seconds, and Justin Bolton shut him down. Lap 98 of 100 right now, guys. Ryan Luza's got to make things happen now if he's going to win this race. Justin Bolton has found his way in the lead at the right time. Can he hold it? He's going to have to give every ounce of energy he has.
Oh, we got a wreck in the back. Patrick Crabtree's around.
That's going to be your race, guys. That's going to get Justin Bolton your win here at Michigan International Speedway. Let's get a race recall replay to find out what happened in the back of the field. Kane, tell us about it. Let's see where that happened at.
Looks like on the backstretch here, Patrick Crabtree they go 3 wide. Alan Bowes down below. Patrick Crabtree makes a little contact with Alan Bowes. It knocks the back end of the car up, and he slides up, rear ends into the safety barrier. So bad luck for Patrick Crabtree. Good luck for Justin Bolton, though. Brian Luza was on his butt. He's really getting racy, and Justin Bolton pulls out the win. So congrats to Justin Bolton. Great job to Ryan Luza, though, coming back up, putting a heck of a race.
Boy, what a job well done for Justin Bolton, getting in the lead at the right time and holding off one heck of a push from Ryan Luza, Kane. And then how about Malik Ray, a 3rd place finish from him after early race dramas, and a great top 3 for him. And I'm proud of Thomas Davis coming up to finish in 4th, avoiding the 3 wide wreck there, involving our points leader Patrick Crabtree. And although Patrick Crabtree is involved with that incident, And the white flag is officially out, guys. We're on our last lap here under yellow. But, you know, our points leader has nothing to fear, Kane. He is sitting beautiful.
Yeah, 6th place position there for Patrick. 16th place position there for Patrick Crabtree is not too bad. That's about where he ran for a good portion of the race, and just kind of put him right back there. Although he's going to pull in for the pits, that don't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but
unless he had the meatball flag, and that was the 3rd lap, and so he didn't want to stay out one more lap and get disqualified altogether.
Meatball flag. I love that term.
Kyle Crump getting the wave around. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I guess that could be the wave around.
Oh, buddy, that was something else, man. I'm telling you what, give it up for the best Western Chevy, Justin Bolton, as he's getting ready to come around lap 4, and he's going to have a cool little Ryan Lewis side-by-side finish here under caution.
That was Jordy Lopez Jr., not Kyle Crump. Sorry, guys. Jordy Lopez Jr. with the wave around.
And here we are. The crowd goes wild as we come out of turn 4. Ah, good job.
Justin Bolton in the lead, followed by Ryan Luza. But Malik Ray's in 3rd, real close, coming up on the bumper of Ryan Luza.
It's official. Like the referee blowing the whistle, it's official, boys and girls. Justin Bolton wins Michigan, and a great day for Ryan Luza, the pole sitter. He'll finish 2nd. Malik Ray at top 3 for him. Back and forth, Thomas Davis in the Amp Energy Chevrolet. Alan Bowes rounds out our top 5 today. Shane Miller comes across in 6th. Good day for him. In the number 27 machine, I was very proud of him. In 7th today, Dwayne Vincent. A good comeback for him. Dwayne Vincent started the race today in 27th. Kane, he finished in 7th, made 20 positions up today. Casey Tucker finished 8th. David Rattler finished in 9th. And rounding out your top 10 guys, it is Tyler Hill. Ian Hahn will finish 11th in the Phoenix Chevy. Brandon Coppinger in the Wahoo Motorsports machine finishes 12th. Shane Doherty will finish in the 13th position. Benjamin Burmeister unfortunately fell back to 14th after running hot all day long. Chris Overland, another driver, have a rough finish for how well he performed today. He'll finish 15th. Patrick Crabtree, another driver who drove a great race but finished unfortunately in 16th. Kyle Crump, 17th. Jordy Lopez Jr. had struggles throughout the race. He'll finish 18th. Sasha Wessler will finish 19th. Stephen Esney finishes 20th. Finishes at 21st. Corey Vincent, Jesse Atchison 22nd. Greg McKinney 23rd. 24th, Jordan Worth. 25th will go to Nick Morris. Timu Ivan in 26th. Jacob Harbert's in 27th. Ethan Lane 28th. Ryan Manning 29th. And finishing and rounding out our 30-car field is Taylor Hurst. That's how they ran here, buddy, at Michigan International Speedway. What do you take away from this one?
What a fantastic race that looked like it was shaping up to be till Tyler Hill.
I know what you mean.
His mistake there really cost a lot. So many great cars taken out of the race there. Obviously affected the race in such a big way. Benjamin Burmeister obviously upset about that, as well as everyone else who was affected.
All right, Kane, we do have a driver here ready to talk to us. It's going to be Stephen Esney to us now. And Stephen, welcome to the Get Dirty MX post-race show. How are you, buddy?
Not that great after that crash. Probably like dead, but
it's kind of like that song, I've seen better days.
yeah, last Michigan definitely was a better race than this one.
So we watched the Scrabble Chevrolet for a little bit, and it seemed like you had a couple good runs, good battles on your hand, performed well, but unfortunately, like you said, caught up in an incident there. Finished in 20th tonight, but all in all, like you said, you've had better races, but what can you take away from this one?
That I should be better and not put myself in the back. No, that's just, we had an okay car. We had nothing that was going to win the race, that's for sure, but we probably could have gotten a top 10 there, and then I got a little loose behind. But the car was really loose off for a while and just lost it one time. It's all my fault. Just did a bad job trying to hang on to it, and after that we got shuffled to the back, and I knew it was going to be cautious at the end there, and that restart, I don't know what Timmy or Tyler or whoever he is was doing there. I guess he spun the tires, and that took out everybody, and I thought we were going to make it through. And then 29, that was Morris, I think, he spun from the outside right down in front of me and had nowhere to go. And that was it. I mean, the car was still running, but they said too much damage, so. And that was it. And, oh well, not much you can do. I mean, there's Friday, so we'll be alright. But just that, to take 2 tires and spin the tires like that, it's just bad. It looks bad, and it's just unfortunate for everyone involved.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just how things ran tonight. But Steven, it's been a very positive year for you, and we're moving on next week. Let's see, do you know where we're racing next week, Steven?
Bristol, thankfully.
Oh my goodness,
My
that is
tracks.
right.
Yeah, I like all the 3 tracks at the end of the season here, so hoping to maybe get a win or something. Probably not, but run well at least.
Bristol's going to be one heck of a track. As you guys know, we had a great race the first time we went there. It was all kind of action. I'm sure it's going to be the same this time, of course, under the lights night race. Should be a little more grip there, but it's so congested. Tell me about what you're looking forward to next week.
Everything. Bristol's one of my favorite tracks, and I've had a lot of good results there in the past, and I made it 50 laps without damage, I think, in both races combined last season, or earlier this season here, so I'm looking not to crash this time and get a decent finish out of it. We were pretty good last time here, hoping to be really good here, and I don't know, it's just one of my favorite tracks. It's just, you don't really have a break there, and that's not what makes it fun, but it's just, I don't know, the way you ride up against the wall like that, and all the banking, and the way the track is when you're driving, all the stands everywhere, it's pretty intense, and it's a lot of fun there.
That's what I wanted to hear, buddy. Thanks a lot. We sure do appreciate you stopping by, buddy, and we look forward to seeing you at Bristol, man.
Yeah, hopefully we can get the job done there and not end up on the truck at the end of the race.
Absolutely, buddy. Everybody, that is Steven Esney. You recognize his voice. He did a good job broadcasting with us last week. Take care, Steven.
Thanks, guys.
All right, next, let's get in here. Let's bring in and have a quick word with our old friend, Jordy Lopez Jr. Jordy, welcome to the Get Dirty MX post-race show. And how's it going out there, man?
I'm going great. How are you guys doing?
Good. It seems like it's been a little while since we've been able to talk to you, Jordy. How's things been holding up for you?
I've been holding on great. I couldn't do Indy because my motor blew in real life, so.
Oh no.
I missed it, yeah. But it's fine now.
Well, we watched you today. Tell us a little bit about Michigan and kind of what you experienced on the race today.
The car was really fast. It's just a drive off that was catching me. Like I felt really loose, and the car felt really unpredictable. But the car was really fast thanks to Fastlane. They worked really hard on the setup. I would like to thank P32 Designs for an awesome looking Ford Fusion, and yeah, it was a great race overall.
Yeah, the P32 Designs Ford Fusion did look fantastic out there. The number 15 machine there, an 18th place finish for you today. But we head to Bristol next week, Jordy. And when I look at the beginning of the year, you had such an awesome start to this season. We're going back to a track that we saw early this season. You think we're going to see some good results from you at Bristol?
I hope so. I mean, that track is where I got my first win in NIS, so I hope to continue that streak and get a win in Bristol.
Oh, that would be so fantastic, Jordy. I know you're looking forward to it. Best of luck to you in all the week's preparations. I know that you guys work really hard each and every week, but we'll be rooting for you next week, Jordy.
Thanks, JD.
That's Jordy Lopez Jr., everybody, a driver of the P32 Ford Fusion, man. P32 Designs, that is. Is there anybody you want to thank, Jordy? I know you said thank you already to a few folks, but we'll let you take it for a second.
To Fastlane Motorsports, P32 Designs. Oh, I would also like to thank Christian Peterson for spotting me. He made great adjustments to the setup and was able to get me to the front.
Fantastic, buddy. You have a good one. We look forward to seeing you next week, pal.
All right, see you, JD. Thank you.
You know it, brother. That's Jordy Lopez, everybody. Fantastic job. Next, let's bring in here David Rattler. And David, welcome to the Get Dirty MX Post Race Show. How you doing, my friend?
Good. How are you guys?
Oh, doing fantastic, man. Just got through watching an exhilarating race here at the Michigan International Speedway. And let's talk a little bit about your race today, David. A fantastic run for the Ting Ford Fusion, and the number 9 car finished in the 9th position after a 16th place start. So all in all, a fantastic day for you. Guide us a little bit through your race and what you encountered.
It was a good race overall. It started off with two back-to-back pit mistakes. I slid through my stall on the first 2 pit stops. I got it right the 3rd pit stop, and I was just trying to gain back that track position I lost. A lot of back and forth fighting in the field with this draft. It kind of gives you that. So I was just trying to get all the positions I could, and I think I was pushing a little bit too far there. I think I got into Jordy around lap 60 or lap 70, and I apologize to him for that. Maybe I should have been a little more patient with him, but after that, just a huge wreck on the restart. I tried to avoid it best as I could, but I got turned from someone, and I thought the race was over, but apparently a lot more people were involved than I knew at first. So I got it fixed as best as I could and fought till the end. I got a top 10 finish, luckily.
Yeah, it was a great finish there, a 9th place finish, and it's good to see you have such a good finish here at Michigan. We go and race at Bristol next week, and I don't remember seeing you race at Bristol. I don't quite remember your run at Bristol on our broadcast particularly. Is it going to be a tough place for you next week, or are you kind of comfortable there on that half mile?
I enjoy it, especially when we have the long green flag runs, and I can just get into a rhythm and hopefully not get into that wall too much and mess up the fenders.
Yeah, that's always easier said than done, believe it or not. It's a tough track, but it's also such a fun track as far as the spectators go. For us, we love it. It's one of our favorite stops on the entire schedule. So we're really looking forward to it. And David, just keep your head up, man, and keep improving. You're doing really good as of late. You keep doing what you're doing. We'll be seeing you gathering wins here before too long.
Thank you, guys. I gotta thank you for putting on a great broadcast, and I think my teammates at PSRG, especially Patrick and Kyle, for working so hard on the setup. We still got a lot of work to do, but it's a great effort for today. I also got to thank Roger Wagner at X Factor Customs for the paint scheme.
Absolutely, man. Well, thank you. Go ahead.
Do want to mention, it's looking really good, David, that you're going to make it into the Pro Series. Up in 14th after the race today, so congrats on that. So far, so good going in. Of course, we do got a couple of tough tracks coming up, Bristol and Richmond, to name a couple.
Atlanta.
So, but up in the 14th place now. It's looking really good for the Pro Series.
Yeah, like I told my teammates, like I'll try my best, but helping them to make it is would be the bigger reward.
Oh, absolutely, man. Well, thanks so much, David. We're wishing you the best of luck, buddy, and we'll look forward to talking with you after the race next week.
Thank you.
And that is David Rattler, everybody, driver of the Ting Ford Fusion, and another great top 10 for him tonight. And It's improving each and every week. Let's grab a quick word with our points leader. Let's bring in Patrick Crabtree for a quick word and have a little chat with him. Patrick, welcome to the show. How's everything going?
Hey, what's up, guys? Love talking to you every week.
Oh man, it's always good to have you, especially when you're on top in the points. And it seems to you've worked so hard. You have kind of the right just to kind of sit back and enjoy yourself as you did so well throughout the majority of this season. And it's okay to have a race like today. You actually, like I told Kane during the broadcast, you finished 16th today, but it really doesn't show your race because you had actually a decent race going. The DX Racer Ford Fusion looked pretty fast throughout the majority of the race. Let's see, you started the race today in 5th, so you had a good qualifying time. And then, unfortunately, it looks like you got involved with an incident there at the end of the race. You want to tell us a little bit about kind of how the events took place?
Yeah, our car was pretty good all race. It wasn't the best, definitely wasn't a winning car, but it was a solid piece. We worked hard this week to get it where we wanted it, but we're definitely gonna have to do a lot of work tomorrow to get it ready for Friday. But yeah, Alan was driving like a tool all race, so it's not really surprising that he took me out there. So yeah, not really looking forward to Michigan on Friday. I really hate this place because people always do stuff like that. I don't know. I don't really want to comment further on it. Just thanks, guys.
Hey, sounds good. I do have one question disregarding our race tonight. It actually portrays to the remainder of our season. And Patrick, as you being the points leader, things looking promising for you. Champions always like to kind of go out with a win. If you had to pick track that's more or less your favorite, or you feel you have a better chance to win a race set out of Bristol, Atlanta, and Richmond, our 3 final tracks in the season, which one are those do you feel best at?
Definitely Bristol and Richmond. Short tracks are definitely my forte. So look for me to run well there and hopefully pull one off.
Sounds great, brother. Well, we sure do appreciate you stopping by to have a word with us, and best of luck next week, Patrick.
Thanks, guys.
And that is Patrick Crabtree, everybody, and our points leader here in the NASCAR iRacing Series Open Series, and just a fantastic job by him all season. Well, let's bring in Ryan. Let's see if this is Ryan Lewis. Ryan, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to the show.
Pretty good, man. Great to be on for the first time.
Boy, we are so happy to have you, and let me just go ahead and say congratulations formally. I know you didn't win the race tonight, but you had a car that could have won tonight. You had the skill level that could have won tonight, and it seems like you have just been a ball of fire lately. Tell us a little bit about this race out there.
Race was great. I really didn't expect to have that much long run speed. But I just chilled in like 3rd or so for a while and decided to see what I could do out front. And I guess saving the tires helped a little bit. And we had a lot of long run speed, it turned out. I wasn't looking to see that caution, but even after everything happening with Tyler Hill, I mean, I'm still happy to come away how we did, even with damage at the end.
Man, I tell you what, the Trifecta Motorsports Toyota Camry was on point tonight. We literally almost saw you on that final stint jump from 6th place to a win, and that would have been remarkable. It was already unbelievable seeing you get 2nd out of that. Gave Justin a good run for your money. Unfortunately, catching a caution 2 laps to go, and that ended the race, so we didn't get to see if you could have got Justin there. I thought you were. It was almost a shoe-in the way you were on him like that. It was a fantastic run, and we really enjoyed it.
Thanks very much, guys. It was a lot of fun, to say the least.
Absolutely, man, and it's good to see you. I love the paint out there on the Toyota out there, the old Trifecta Motorsport logo on there. It looks good, man.
Yeah, thanks. I just got to thank everybody over there for, first of all, bringing me on, because really when I came back to iRacing, there wasn't many people that wanted me on their team. So I have to say thanks to Joel Putty and all those guys for having me come on, and then thanks to everybody that helped me work on the setup this week. It's a huge team effort we had.
Well, I tell you what, I bet some teams are wishing they would have took you now, man. It just seems like you have turned things on at the right time. I tell you what, what's good about you doing so well late in this season is that what's going to happen is once the season gets over, teams like to regroup and reform. Now, I'm sure you're happy right where you're at, but just throwing it out there, I'm actually happy where you're at. I don't want you to go anywhere, but just throwing that out there, it is fun that teams start rearranging things, and you're getting hot at the right time.
Yeah, I definitely think we got a good thing going on, and I get along with everybody over there. It's just a good group of guys, and I like, working on setups and hanging out with them, and that's the big thing is the chemistry.
Oh yeah, I know the group over there at Trifecta, and like every single one of them is a great guy. I haven't met any of them that have like any attitude problems at all. Everybody is just cool to the bone.
Kane, we know them because we're a small part of it. We are in a small part of it in the SDC side, so but it's really cool, man. I think what you guys do is fantastic, and you guys just keep it up. It's what makes this as fun as it is. And we wish you luck at Bristol, man. It's going to be a tough place. A lot of guys go in there with strong race cars and just have the best setups they could have. And then unfortunately, it's you got 30-something cars on a half-mile track that has 30-degree banking. What do you expect? It's Bristol, baby. I mean, anything can happen. It's what makes it so much fun for us to watch. But as a driver, it's got to be nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I don't know how much I'm looking forward to Bristol, honestly, but I really think it's going to be all about track position because even when I got off like 2 years ago or so, it was all about that high line, and from what I've been told, it's still the same. So I think it's all about track position and qualifying good, and um, I have like a specialty thing going on with qualifying. So hopefully I can keep that going and get a good starting spot.
Absolutely, Ryan. Anybody you want to thank before you jump out of here, buddy?
Just everybody at Trifecta Motorsports Group, Malik Ray, Dylan Duvall, Justin Douglas, Joel Putty, Chuck Ernest, and just everybody else that has worked on and done fuel runs with us. Just a whole team effort.
Absolutely. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for stopping by and having a chat with us. We look forward to chatting with you next week, buddy. Best of luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, buddy. That is Ryan Luza, everybody. A fantastic performance tonight. Second place here at Michigan. Close to getting the victory tonight. Let's bring in another driver, one we talk to just about every week, a good friend of ours. Let's bring in none other than Casey Tucker. Casey, welcome to the Post Race Show. How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. How are y'all doing today?
Man, we're doing good, Casey. Anytime we get out here and get to watch you guys, it's always an exciting time for us. Michigan proved to be a really good race tonight. Hated it ended under caution, but it was very exciting leading up to it. We saw green flag stops tonight. That always makes me happy. I like it when we get a long strand of green laps like that where we can watch green stops, and it just was a good race all in all. The battle up at the front was fantastic. We had a really good battle between Malik Ray, Ryan Luz, and Justin Bolton there at the end. I thought Ryan was going to catch Justin, but unfortunately with the caution coming out, that didn't quite happen. Then, Casey, you had your own race going on. You finished in 8th place tonight. You started the race in 6th, but we saw you have kind of an up and down type race. We saw you up in as high, up in the top 5 plenty, and we saw you all the way down as low as I think 19th at one time, or maybe, and you fought all the way back. So all in all, I thought it was a good race for you. Decent.
Yeah, it was okay. I made some mistakes that put me back there, and then actually they ended up helping me out because I wasn't up there for all the melee that happened whenever Hill decided to, I don't know, I guess spin tires, which was very apparent tonight with this build. It was very easy to do. Spin the tires, even on brand new tires, you could spin them without any problem at all.
Wow.
But yeah, no, it was a good race. The car was really fast at the end. I made mistakes that cost it a good finishing position. I mean, to be honest, I think I was faster than people who won it and were up front. So I don't know. The mistakes I made put me back there, but they also guaranteed me a good solid top 10 finish. So I guess I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah, Casey, you'll notice on the broadcast, your car to me was the fastest car on the track after that final restart. It was booking it. I mean, your car just looked like it was running on nitrous. It was flying.
Yeah, I had Dylan Duvall in there to help me out and got me to make some adjustments during the race that finally got it to actually come off the corner with some amount of grip. Because that seemed like what everybody was struggling with was center off of turn one and turn 3 and 4. Just finding any drive off and any rear grip on throttle was just a premium. And once we finally got some in it, like you said at the end of the race, there it was just, oh man, it was perfect. I felt like I had something maybe to compete with, not maybe beat, but to at least be able to keep up with Luza there on the long run. I may be deluded thinking that, which I know he was really fast, but I don't know. At the end of the race, the car was really as good as it had been all day. It was perfect for me, honestly. I could mash the throttle as hard as I wanted to coming off the corner without problem, but just didn't have the track position. So, but it was a good finish on to next week, fortunately. So, yeah, good points.
Absolutely, man. And as we do, we head on to Bristol. And I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Patrick Crabtree. As we look at the final remaining 3 tracks, we have, of course, Bristol, Atlanta Motor Speedway, and then we finish off at Richmond International Raceway. Which of those 3 tracks are you looking forward to the most as far as you think you could possibly get a win at?
Well, I mean, I really do look forward to Bristol if I can get good track position and run well. But at the same time, I look forward to really all of the tracks. There's not really one I can put my thumb down on that I say I look forward to more than the rest. I really like all those tracks because they're all challenging in their own way. So yeah, I look forward to just really all of them. I'm excited about every track from now out to the end of the season, really.
Yeah, it is going to be good. I mean, Bristol, I don't even have to say anything. Atlanta, I love it because of the multiple grooves there. It's just an amazing track. And then, of course, Richmond. I don't even think I have to say anything about Richmond. It's one of the most. Richmond's its own track, and I've never met anybody that didn't like Richmond. I think it's just a perfect place for us to finish up on. So I'm excited, man. I am. It's going to be a fantastic finish. Casey, it really has been fun watching you improve and grow as a driver throughout this season. I know you're going to go on to pro and just rock and roll, man. So best of luck to you, and we look forward to chatting with you next week. Best of luck at Bristol.
Yep, for sure. Thank y'all, and I appreciate the broadcast. And everything's just cool to go back and watch it again. And not having to save the replay necessarily, and getting to listen to y'all talk about it. It's interesting to hear, somebody that isn't, in the team speak and isn't necessarily loyal to anybody's opinion on how the race is going. So it's always fun to listen to. And like I said, thank y'all again for broadcasting.
Oh, you know it, brother. We really enjoy it, and we've gotten to know a lot of you guys, and it's awesome. So we enjoy it, and we ain't going nowhere, man. We love it.
Good. I hope not. I wouldn't. I wouldn't know what to do if there wasn't anything to watch after the race.
Absolutely, buddy. Well, you take care, Casey. We'll have a chat with you next week, brother.
All right. Thank y'all. See y'all later.
Absolutely, buddy. That is Casey Tucker, everybody, in the Duval Designs Ford Fusion. Another fantastic performance by him, Kane. And Kane, that's it, man. Michigan is complete, brother. We get ready to move on to Bristol next week. I know that everybody will be looking forward to Bristol. The views always tend to double when we go to Bristol. Not to mention it is the night race, so I think it's going to be one that you're not going to want to miss. So go ahead and mark your calendar now. Next Wednesday night, it's going to be on.
Yeah, I agree. Bristol is so much fun. Last time we were at Bristol, we seen Paul Kashiba lap nearly the entire field. So Paul Kashiba, definitely a short track driver. He may come back. We may see him again at Bristol this time around. It seems like we only see him at short tracks. Last time was at the 1 mile track, and he made a mistake that cost a lot of drivers some position, so it'll be interesting to see how they react with him coming back again and how they deal with that and how cautious they are around him, that kind of thing. But I'm sure it was just like Tyler Hill tonight, just a mistake that, going back and looking on it, that he wishes he wouldn't have made. But yeah, so Bristol's coming up, and it's a lot of fun.
Boy, you're not going to want to miss it, guys. Same time, same place each and every week right here as you're watching it.
Do want to take a minute to let everybody know that the V8 Supercars Premier races have started this weekend. We had our very first V8 Supercar Online Premier Series race, which went off without a hitch. It was so action-packed. If you're interested in road racing at all, hit up the YouTube channel and check that out. One of the best broadcasts we've done to date. It was so exciting. The whole series is meant to be as realistic as possible. The guys can't hit the escape key at all. They have to drive around to the pits during qualifying.
Well, let me just go ahead and say, even if you're not a V8 supercar fan, get in there and watch it. You want to see what sim racing is at its best? This is it. I'm not talking about in ovals. I'm not talking about in road. I'm just talking about what sim racing could be. This is it. This is the best that I have seen sim racing. And guys, I have seen a lot. I have seen the top NASCAR peak guys. The way that this series is done could revolutionize the way that a lot of sim racing is looked at and perceived. Just like Kane said, these guys had realistic qualifying. They had no escape. You could not escape that, do any quick toes back to the pits. It changed qualifying tremendously. You actually had strategy involved. You had, we were on the Circuit of the Americas at the West Course, so it's not a lot of track, and we had 40 cars in our main race, and we also had a development race. So if you're watching the video, guys, the first race is the developmental drivers, and we had real-time qualifying, and following that, the main race. Go check it out. It's absolutely wonderful, phenomenal. It's every other week, so it won't be every week. It's 7-week season, so 7 races over a period of 14 weeks. Go check it out. Also, this Friday night, we're going to be heading off for some V8 Supercar Americas action. You're not going to want to miss it. That comes on at 10:15 Eastern Time in the United States. And as you guys know, we love doing that series as well as the NASCAR iRacing series. So make sure you guys just keep checking up on what's going on at V8's Online. If you're not sure, you can always just go to www.v8sonline.com.
Or you can subscribe. I think it lets you know when you subscribe when we're racing. So make sure you subscribe.
But if you don't know how to say V8's Online, it's on the screen everywhere. But that's v8sonline.com. Kane, I'm going to go ahead and close out right that, buddy. Thank everybody so much for coming out tonight and watching the broadcast. We do appreciate it. We owe everything we do to the viewers. That's why we do this. It's for the people that actually come out and watch these races week in and week out. You leave comments. We appreciate the heck out of it. If you guys didn't watch, we wouldn't do it. So I tell you
Definitely.
what.
While you're watching, make sure you go up there, click the like button, click the thumbs up button, subscribe. That way you get to know when our other broadcasts are, and make sure you comment. Yeah, we like to read your comments. So
the more people that like it, the more our video is seen by others. So you want more people to see this video. That way, our broadcast will continue to grow. It's already grown. Like I said, Kane went ahead and upgraded our graphics to our broadcast. They are absolutely gorgeous now. So broadcasts look so much smoother than they have in races past. I hope you guys have noticed that over the past week or two. And things like that can continue to improve as long as the viewers continue to come like they have been. It's been phenomenal, and we thank all of you. Well, that's it for me tonight, guys. It's been one heck of a race here at Michigan International Speedway here on this awesome race, man. We got to give it up to the winner, Justin Bolton. Put himself in the right place at the right time with a really fast car. He kept the super fast Ryan Michael Luza out of victory lane today, but a beautiful drive from Ryan Luza. He had the fastest car of the day. And I tell you what, man, don't miss Bristol next week. And in the meantime, guys, make sure you're checking out V8's Online for all the updates and find out what Kane and myself are up to. Thank you all very much. We'll be back next week as we come to you live from Bristol. Y'all have a good night.